Now I'm focusing on page 8, the July page here, and we need to change the photograph on this particular layout, mainly because, well, the wilderness logo is a mountain theme, and in the background behind it, we have mountains, which is a really busy part of the image. So we need to make the logo a little bit more legible. So with my selection tool active, I'll hover over the inside of that frame and left click to make it active, and then go to the file menu and choose place. That takes me back to the links folder, and I'm going to pick an image called Cal Amazon. Now we turned on the checkbox for show import options in the previous exercise to import Illustrator artwork, and it's relevant in that case, but for a JPEG file, we don't need that option turned on. And I'll click on open. So it swaps the artwork out, and slight problem is that the focal point for this image is the canoeist is missing off the bottom of the photograph in the frame. Now, the reason for that is because this is a portrait style image, and the previous image that we've just replaced was landscape. So the way that's landed inside of here, it doesn't really work. So this is one of those rare occasions where you can hover your cursor over the frame for that image, but then go to the disk in the middle called the content grabber. And when you do, your cursor will change to the white hand symbol. Left click once, and that will select the photograph or the contents inside of the frame, and we can now move it independently. So the frame will stay at the same size and the same position, but we can move the photograph inside of there. I do need to be very careful because this image is exactly the same width as the frame. If I move this left or right, we're going to start getting some gaps in the frame. We don't want that. So if I actually go to the keyboard and tap the up cursor key, it will move it in a vertical axis and it won't affect the left or right position. Now, that can be quite tedious because it'll take quite a while. You could actually hold your finger down on the up cursor key and it will move much quicker. But the best technique is actually to hold down the shift key as you tap one of the cursor keys, and it will move 10 times as far with every tap of the cursor key. So much quicker. And then now positioning that in the middle of the frame here, we can see all of the canoeist and it's framed much better. And the logo is legible, and I can now click away from the frame. So if you find yourself in a situation where you wish to utilize a specific portion of an image, but you don't wish to change the frame size, then you can hover over the content grabber. It selects the content inside of the frame and you can manipulate it as required. And with those edits now complete, you can go up to the file menu and choose save. We have now completed all of the work required in this document, and you can close it down.